Welcome to the Windy City, home to the Pro XR Pickleball Chicago Open. This is the 11th stop on the 2021 APP Tour, presented by Head Pickleball. Get ready for a weekend filled with amazing competition and heart-stopping drama. The Chicago Open is brought to you by Onyx, Zealous, New Peepo, USA Pickleball, Jigsaw Health, Franklin Pickleball, Hudef, Vulcan Pickleball, Hawaii Springs, C&D Pickleball Nets, LSI, Splish Naturals, Hartrue, and Home Court Advantage.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the 2021 Pro XR 35K Chicago Open, co-hosted by Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop. This is the 11th tour stop of the year, with all players hoping to qualify for the APP Masters in Boca Raton, Florida. Those dates, January 18th to the 23rd, 2022. We've got a great draw this weekend here in Highland Park, Illinois. About 720 players as the popularity of this sport continues to grow. We're 27 miles north of downtown Chicago in beautiful Highland Park at Danny Cuniff Park. Good morning again. Ari Shannock, Morgan Evans with me. We've got a good one on tap here in men's open dubs. We've got J.W. Johnson, the new sensation, his partner Johnny Goldberg. J.W. comes in ranked third in the APP Onyx Dura cumulative standings list. His partner Johnny Goldberg at 21. They're taking on an interesting team here in Austin Gridley out of Ogden, Utah, and his partner
Mario Barrientos from Chile.
And his background in rugby, interesting. So he wants this to be a physical match.
Indeed. He's had some great results recently, especially at the Tournament of Champions a couple of weeks ago. Excited to see what he's got to offer.
Good start for the Gridley Barrientos team.
Yep, already proving his merit.
So Goldberg and Johnson arrived here to the quarterfinals. Ball a little deep with an 11-8, 11-4 win over Vander Ems and Clemen. Perhaps not as sharp as Johnny and JW would like to have been in that first match of the day.
Yeah, they'll get it together, no doubt about it.
Oh, if that's an indication of what this match is going to be.
Given up, finished the point. He played a ball. It was definitely going out, but Mr. Gridley decided to play it anyway, and the point continued.
0-2-1. 0-2-1.
Oh,
Not costly.
yeah, it's an early concentration error.
For Gridley and Barrientos, easy victory in their first round, 11-1, 11-1 over Forsyth and Willette. And then an impressive victory, 13-11, 11-4 over Sincola and Hewitt.
Yeah, it's a bit of an upset. But I can see now why they are as deadly as that score suggests.
That ball come through. See it, Morgan?
Yep. Oh, I don't know.
Yep. Back in play.
2-1-1.
Right under my seat.
Great serve there from Barrientos.
Quick hands of the new sensation, particularly in singles, J.W. Johnson. How would you compare his singles ability to his doubles skill, Morgan?
That's a very good question. I'll just answer that once this point finishes. A little bit of a net cord there that helps them out. Yes, his singles is a place where his raw athleticism can really shine. In doubles, he's somewhat restricted to the 10, 12, sometimes 15 feet that he might need to cover. But the ability to serve, return, and play very fast volleys is huge in singles and translates very well, obviously, into doubles.
So it sounds like you're saying he's got the entire package.
Yeah, certainly, and people are already comparing him to the great Ben Johns, and stylistically, it's incredibly similar. His volley technique, especially.
Quick hands of the big Johnny Goldberg. Gridley, his background coming up was ping pong. And his partner Barrientos, rugby from Chile. Kind of different sports backgrounds.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a Rob Cassidy on the court.
He's everywhere, Cassidy.
He is.
Crashing through the signage.
And playing a match and getting involved in this one. Oh, wow.
Spectacular from Goldberg, picking that up.
Fantastic hands. And that illustrates a very good reason why you should never try to hit an overhead straight down, because by the time it bounces, it cools off so much that someone can react fast enough for it. Aim for the feet, people. Unless they're on the baseline, obviously.
Quick attack there from Mario. Tied at 3. First serve.
Yeah, if I was the team of Barrientos and Gridley, I'd be looking to keep the rally primarily in a dink fashion, likely towards Mr. Goldberg.
Second serve. Early lead to Barrientos and Gridley. This is a team that is playing with a high level of confidence.
4-3-2.
Yeah, they it's the team with nothing to lose here, so they have the license to play free.
3-4-1.
Nice angle deep into the corner for the put away for Gridley out of Ogden, Utah.
Yeah, there's a couple of third ball errors there from Goldberg. One floating quite high, the other one he looked to overcompensate, caught the net.
Nice return from J-Dub off of a tricky serve.
Unfortunate.
Nice conditions here early Saturday morning in Highland Park. A little bit overcast, but hopefully we'll stay dry today. J.W. Johnson taking silver, as you mentioned. Morgan in mixed yesterday.
Yeah, alongside Michelle Esquivel. They completed that match close to 8:30, 9 o'clock, I believe.
It became a long day with about a couple-hour rain delay
6-3-2.
mid-afternoon. Looking for the Ernie opportunity. Barrientos made the leap. May have distracted JW a little bit
Yeah.
on that shot.
Yeah, very often it's really the threat of that Ernie that disrupts a player's shot selection, causes them to possibly take a higher risk shot.
See the ping pong background and the serve from Gridley.
That ball looked like it was floating wide. Goldberg played it anyway and paid the price.
8-3-2.
What's the start of that service? Make our producer Spencer Laurent, also a terrific ping pong player, proud.
Side up. 3-8-1.
3-8-1, work to do for the favorites here.
And
Did he land it? Yes.
Ooh.
Gridley says, yeah, it hit the line.
very close.
Beautiful delivery from
It
Johnny.
looked a little wide from my angle, but
I did not see it clearly. I can't overrule it.
So what was the call there? Because Ken Schoonover, our official,
3-8-2, I guess it was wide.
just wide. You're right, Morgan. As usual.
Let's not say anything we can't take back.
Ken Schoonover out of St. George, Utah, our official, originally from the Chicago area. Impressive from
Yeah, great hands from Mario Barrientos. I could say that all day.
and I'm going to let you.
Well, if he keeps playing like this, chances are we'll see him again.
3-1.
Gets upstairs for Goldberg, but
Wow, great
nice
defense.
Yeah, Mario was there. And he'll make a hit, another ball. And that lands in
Wow.
deep into the corner. The defense has been superb from Gridley and Barrientos.
As they say, defense wins championships, right? I forget which sport that that
I think
is.
that could apply almost across the board,
Yeah, I
right?
guess so. I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, you think football, you think baseball.
Yeah. It's somewhat contradictory to the whole best defense is a good offense kind of thing, right? So where do we land on that?
Yes, nice anticipation by Gridley.
Wow.
And they are able to finish game one, making a statement.
That is huge. That's a drastic turn of events. We didn't see that coming, but the team of J.W. Johnson and Johnny Goldberg will have a chance to right the ship in game two, and we'll be right back after a break.
back here, 2021 APP 35K Pro XR, innovation you can handle. The APP Chicago Pickleball Open presented by Head. And Goldberg and Johnson have to get serious. They had it taken to them in the first game, 11-3. Ooh, it was terrific sequence by J-Dub after the ATP.
Yeah, he's going to have to really start looking to take over. I tell you, there's just no scrubs anymore. This team of Gridley and Barrientos, they are here to play.
And there he is. You called it, Morgan. JW looking for those opportunities to attack. Just love his wide base, wide, strong base that he plays with.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's we looked at his mother, Julie Johnson, yesterday a lot in her performance in senior mixed, and yeah, you can see the similarities of the leg strength. JW able to stay wide and move so effectively in that wide position, and that's a difficult thing to do. So many players need to really narrow their stance to be able to push off hard. He's able to really accelerate quickly from a wider position using fantastic hip muscles and obviously the old gluteus maximus.
JW, that of course comes from a tennis background, really a superb tennis player, top 100 in the nation in his class. And I know JW has some thoughts about pursuing that, playing some challenger matches in tennis, but gosh, with his talent out here on the pickleball court, it's tough to drag him away from this sport.
Yeah, I'd be a little surprised if he can do both.
Yeah.
You can see Goldberg there looking to target the middle with his dinks, hoping that that's going to be something that can set up JW to get involved.
We get the side out after the timeout. Looking to get on the scoreboard here in game 2. Another opportunity to attack. Johnson pouncing.
Yeah, Gridley was aware of it. It's not like it caught him by surprise, but wasn't able to get it up and over.
Strong wrists of Johnson. Tough to take on.
Yeah, he does. He manipulates that paddle after his attack so quickly to follow up with another attack after the counter comes.
Barrientos putting Goldberg a little bit out wide there.
Yeah.
3-0-2. Really the first error up at the kitchen that I can recall for Barrientos and Gridley. They have been so solid up there.
Yeah, it's been great. But they did take game one, so
And that is deep off of the Ernie attack from J-Dub.
yeah, this is one of those situations whereby the team unexpectedly won game one, and they, in their heads, they feel like they now have a right to look at the finish line, and that adds an element of pressure. And you can see now the kind of game plan that JW and Johnny Goldberg are employing. It's a very patient wait and see until JW has an opportunity or they counter.
Well, they have quickly managed more points here in the second already than they finished with in the first, dropping that 11-3, jumping out 5-zip here. Certainly the skill and ability of Gridley and Barrientos caught the attention of Goldberg and Johnson here.
502. Yes, sir.
Barrientos with authority. So they use that second time out quickly. They do get the side out after.
Yeah, that does mean they don't have a chance to call a third timeout, unfortunately.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen that attack from Goldberg going down the line as opposed to cross-court. If you attack cross-court, it does hinge on your partner's ability to know that you're about to do it and therefore be comfortable with the counter-attack. And in that case, JW wasn't there.
First point on the board here in game two for Barrientos and Gridley. ATP, good coverage by Gridley. Johnson is there to cover the middle of the court.
152.
Well, if there's an area, Coach Morgan, of J.W. Johnson's game, the young sensation, that you feel like maybe he could bring more to the table, what would it be?
Well, that's an interesting question, because the one thing that the players have known, I'll just wait for this one to finish.
Sorry, Johnny. Point.
I've played him a handful of times in recent memory, in the final of the LA Open, where myself and Jay DeVilliers managed to squeak out the win.
Good call by Johnny as that drifts wide.
And we had a game plan of playing his partner, the vast majority, Rob Nunnery, until things got very tight. And I think at around 14 all in the final decider, we switched plans and decided to go after JW, because at the tender age of 18, I believe, we thought there's a chance that mentally he may not be able to handle that kind of pressure. I think he's grown leaps and bounds since then, so I'm not sure if I'd still do it.
Right. It's so mature for his age. Again, winning that battle up at the line.
Yeah, it's another similarity between himself and Mr. Ben Johns, how essentially stoic they are on the court. There's not much that gets to them, and the fact that they're not riding any kind of emotional roller coaster gives them an upper hand against many opponents.
good idea by Mario. Just got a little too much of it.
Yeah, he was reaching for that one.
3-5-2.
3-5-2. They have battled back. Make this competitive here in game 2. One sails deep as well.
Yeah, they're forcing it now, unfortunately. And it's not necessary. They could be playing a slightly more patient game, for sure.
They were very patient in that game 1. Shellacking 11-3. Right into the body.
Okay.
Delivered from Goldberg.
That's one of his first sort of successful attacks that have worked out for him. That'll give him some confidence going forward. Ooh.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Hops from Mario.
Yeah, that's slightly higher than what we saw yesterday from Dave Fleming. Dave won't watch this one, don't worry.
Yeah. He might be able to add some of that material to his act.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty exchange, and Johnson and Goldberg coming out on top.
Yeah, fantastic hand speed from all the players there. But not surprising, J-Dubs coming out with the win there. Ooh.
JW puzzled, a rare miss.
3-7-1. Second serve.
Good ball there from Johnny's paddle.
3-7-2.
Goes up the middle, splits the defender. Successful for Austin Gridley.
4-7-2.
Another good exchange. This time getting it down low enough to
5-7-2.
JW, and they're clawing back well, 5-7-2.
Yeah, within 2, they had trailed Love 5.
And really a little impatient there. And there's a look of disappointment on his face. He's going to have to shake that off quickly.
Could hear him out. Duck out of the way. Barrientos and Gridley have been at their best when they have played those long points and been extremely patient.
Point. Good shot.
So 2 points away now for Johnson and Goldberg, just sending this to a third game. Ooh, right down the line, you could hear Gridley screaming, roaring before that even dropped.
Yeah, no, he's great. And he's a well-bearded man, so you take it seriously.
Looking for the side out here. get enough of that one, so they do get the side out. No harm done.
5-9-1.
Trailing by 4.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the game of Gridley and Barrientos. I've not seen them play together, but they're still in with a good chance here.
The games seem to complement each other well. That is
Yeah.
wide as they climb back even closer. Back
Yeah.
to within 2.
7-9-1.
Fantastic hand speed to get the paddle over to this backhand side and put that kind of power on it. It's not easy.
You have 7.
Such strong hands and wrists. Interesting to watch JW volley. Everything seems to be so out front.
Yeah, his posture, hip positions allow him lots of range of motion out there. Ooh, he got away with that one.
Yeah, Barrientos
Yeah.
shaking his head a bit.
9-7-1.
Could have gone either way. Instead, now we've got 2 points to take game 2.
Second serve.
That's one of those rare points where JW didn't kind of move those feet and use that impeccable setup. He reached for that one.
And again, a couple of uncharacteristic errors there from the young man. And that's given the team of Gridley and Barrientos another chance to close the gap.
Gridley with a big let's go.
Yeah, he's excited. It's an exciting time to be alive, really, isn't it?
And now within 1 point.
8-9-1.
Looking for the tie. Good wrist action and spin to set up the next shot, the put away. for
Yeah.
Goldberg.
That was nice. He curled the paddle inwards and put a little bit of side spin on it, deceiving his opponents well.
What correct? Yes, you are. 8-9-2.
Second opportunity to tie this. Great defense. And they force the air.
Point.
That's fantastic defense. It looked like JW was in full control there. Just sprang that last one along,
9-9-2.
and they've leveled the scores.
They had trailed 5-0. Gets the body of Goldberg. Good, quick flick from Gridley, and all of a sudden they've got a match point.
They do. After trailing 0-5, in this second game. They took a couple of timeouts in very quick succession. I believe after 3-0 and then after 5-0.
5-0, yeah,
And
quick
then
one.
they slowly but surely climbed the mountain and are on top.
This team is just refusing to lose. And they must be tuning into CoachMePickleball.com because they really use those timeouts effectively.
Oh, Ari. Yeah. I should probably do a video on when to take timeouts, how to take a good timeout, where to put your water, that kind of stuff.
All part of the strategy, huh?
Right, yeah.
Are you going to take a Tsitsipas timeout?
Yeah. Well, you can't recommend that one, but we'll find a happy medium somewhere. Just
There you go.
don't bring your phone.
Right.
Hey, time in.
Don't bring Dad along with the timeout.
Yes. Oh.
Side out.
Well, so the
Yeah.
timeout on the other side.
It's amazing how often there's a missed third after a timeout.
Tricky
Oh.
spin for the point from JW. It's the first time we've seen that serve today.
10-10-1.
Saved it for a valuable time.
Yeah, it is the changing game. Serves being more offensive now.
Point.
There's a big roar for J-Dub, I believe, coming from his partner Johnny. And
11,
now
10,
we've
1.
got a game point for Johnson. There's that out wide spin serve. Ridley again.
Yeah, great defense. Great counter punching, sorry. Yeah, he reads the ball very well. Reaction times, I can see how he was a very good table tennis player.
Second opportunity for the game denied.
So they get another look. A reprieve.
10-11-1.
So we are locked at 11.
Yeah, Goldberg wasn't quite in position to be able to attack that with serious security.
Barrientos strong up the middle. JW is there. Get this defense.
Wow. Oh. Oh.
They worked so hard
Oh
to
my
stay in
God.
that point. They got the reset.
Yeah, they wanted to play touchy-feely for a moment there.
11-11-2.
Amazing point.
Second serve here, locked at 11. Ooh, jumped on that one. Put it long.
Edge of your seat stuff. Jeez Louise.
Tremendous.
I can't handle this for the rest of the day.
Well, Johnson had two shots that you figured the point was over. The defense from Barrientos and Gridley prolonged the point.
Second serve.
Second serve, we are even at 11.
11-11-2.
That one hurts. Just overreaching. Not quite enough counterbalance. Would love to see him use that left hand to help stabilize the right hand.
Second game point opportunity for Johnson and Goldberg. They can't execute it, so side out.
Yeah, it's these regulation height nets. Here we go again.
11, 12, 1.
Looking for the tie. With something interesting on this service. Keeps it deep into the corner. And that's it. Why not? Let's keep playing. This is too good to stop.
That was an incredible game of pickleball. Johnson and Goldberg taking it.
So we will play on the third and the decisive game coming up here on CC2.
It's pickleballparrot.com.
Bruh? Don't you want to watch pro pickleball?
Please, Patrick, you don't have to make that sound anymore. I mean, I get the point. People need a simple way to find the details for live pro pickleball events.
Exactly. And that's why we need to figure out how to spell
Brock?
Does it start with a B or a W?
I don't know, it might be both. Check.
I hear at least 3, maybe 4 A's.
Guys, it's not a real word.
But we still have to figure out how to spell it.
Brock?
Look, just wait until you see the video we're gonna make.
All right, you guys, let's do this. Gotta return the suit by 5.
Brock?
We're back here on APP TV. Thanks for joining us on YouTube or Facebook. Championship Court number 2 coverage. Ari Shannock and Morgan Evans here at the APP Chicago Pickleball Open. Sponsored by Pro XR, presented by Head. What a match we have here. Game 3. Can Gridley and Barrientos pull off the upset? What was the call there by Johnny Morgan?
He's saying that it hit the post.
So he thought the ball hit the post, deflected back into the court.
Yeah, and play continued. The team of Gridley and Barrientos did ultimately hit a volley long. However, Goldberg had already stopped playing. I'm not sure he's going to be able to convince the ref of his merits here.
Yeah, Ken Schoonover does such a solid job.
This may come down to a he said situation. And JW is not having any of it. He's just standing back, letting his partner do the talking.
Not surprised.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get involved in this kind of stuff. He's got a job to do.
Yes.
It may end up being a replay. Let's see what happens here.
It was 11-3, all Gridley Barrientos in game 1, 13-11 in a spectacular game 2 to force this third set.
Time in again. 0-0-2.
All right, so they are replaying the point. Couldn't decide what actually happened there.
Fair enough.
The pickleball gods will tell us in a moment.
And it has been determined.
It has.
1-0-2.
First point up on the scoreboard here in game 3. Johnson Goldberg tallied the first 5 points in game 2. Game 1 was all Barrientos and Gridley. Surprising. JW would love to have that one back.
Yeah, didn't quite hit clean.
2-0-2.
Side out, down Love 2. First 2 points to Barrientos and Gridley. Not considering that so much, but who would you give the edge to here in game 3?
Ooh. I'm going to have to go with Goldberg and JW. Just experience factor. I think Goldberg did clean up a lot of his errors in game 2 and started to be able to be comfortable with his offense as well. I think that trend will continue.
Little bit of reaction. You don't see that much from JW. Just shook the paddle, upset with himself. He can tie here. TP effective for Big Johnny Goldberg.
Yeah, he moves well for a big guy.
2-2-2.
Tough serve never came up.
That
There's
yeah.
timeout number 1. Gridley has had enough of that paddle for a moment.
That ball certainly did stay lower than expected. Whether or not it caught something on the court or
1 minute.
who knows, but ball seems okay.
Mario with that rugby background out of Chile. He could form a little team here on this court with Johnny Goldberg. He'd be tough to take down. JW with those strong legs.
Yeah, you got to catch JW first.
That too.
Yeah, but I've been wildly impressed with the team of Gridley and Barrientos. Their counter punching has been fantastic. Defense, amazing. A number of times where it looked like Goldberg and JW Johnson had complete control, but they were able to wrestle their way back into the point. However, they are riding a real emotional game here. Their highs are incredible. Their lows are really getting to them as well. So often doesn't pay dividends to ride those waves.
3 straight for Johnson Goldberg.
Yeah, baby. Come on. Point.
There we go. Yeah, baby. Well deserved with that. Backhand volley put away. Reset defense from Goldberg.
Oh, he went for the slippery wiffle, and
it was more slippery than wiffle. Is that
yes, exactly what that was. Yeah, that's a sign of the kind of adrenaline pumping that a couple of good plays will give you. Very easy to alter your normal shot selections when you're feeling 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Yeah.
So that breaks the run of 4 straight. It is now 3-4-1. Look at this defense. Not going to get that one back, but again, making the opponent hit yet another ball. And it's paid off multiple times.
Yeah, indeed. It's amazing how well they've defended here. A couple of big guys, good wingspans, and great foot speed.
Gridley sick. Go over the net. There's a little bit of that emotion you were referring to. Johnny trying to settle himself down.
4-3-2.
Quick exchange, won by Goldberg. 5-3-2. 5-3-2. Side out off of the service error.
3-5-1. Point. 4-5-1.
I think if J.W. Johnson ever learned your serve, Morgan, he'd be completely unbeatable.
It would be tough for sure. And who knows, perhaps next year he will. It looks like the chainsaw variety, and any hiding of the ball is likely to be outlawed.
Yeah.
That's the word. It's the word around the campfire. Yeah, just pushing the envelope a little there.
Is that decision designed to reduce your influence in the game of pickleball?
Indeed. Oh, yes, that one. Luckily, it won't affect me.
5-4-2.
5-4-2. Johnny's going to get upset with himself. A couple of shots he typically puts in play. Well done by Mario, kept pushing him back deeper into that corner.
Yeah, he changed the tempo very quickly when he leaned in to take a quick volley off Johnny Goldberg's middle dink. I'll be careful not to say that one again. Trying to do it again.
Ooh, good redirect from Gridley.
Yeah. That is arguably the only deficit that JW has. He has incredible technique, speed, power, fantastic. He's not the tallest guy out there, and he's playing against a couple of players that are longer than he is, and having an easier time taking some of these dinks out of the air, and therefore applying that kind of time pressure that can catch you by surprise.
Interesting.
Goldberg has a similar kind of reach as Gridley and Barrientos.
Yeah.
JW relies on incredible foot speed, very good shot selections, a rock-solid mental stability, and all the talent in the world. Doesn't hurt, does it?
A little side order of that, yeah,
Yes.
always helps.
But you can be caught out easily by someone whose dimensions are foreign to you. You know, we all tend to learn how to dink based on what we think someone like ourselves would be able to reach. And when you come up against people that are much longer than yourself, it takes a bit of time to get used to, you know, exactly how far your dinks need to be safe.
Timeout resulted in a quick turn to the second serve, 6-5-2, game 3. Well done. Moving Gridley side to side. They're on a side out after the timeout. Down one here. That gets up for Gridley, an easy put away.
Yeah. Very nice. They're doing the basics very well, this team of Gridley and Barrientos.
Good reach by JW, but the ball rose above the hip level, and again, easy smash for Austin.
He had a relatively tough day in the office in mixed pro yesterday, but he has really brought his A game in men's pro. And I would certainly like to see these two continue playing together.
Couple of quick side outs with no points being tallied. 6-5-1. That ball was deep, so make it 7. 4 points away from pulling this upset. And now make it 3.
2 return errors in a row.
Yeah.
This is
surprising.
Different. Hey. This could be a pivotal moment in the game.
Gridley again, this time with the backhand.
I think we will see a timeout. I'd be a little surprised, and yes.
Timeout by receivers, 9-5-1, 1 minute.
2 points away are Gridley and Barrientos. Timeout here as Coach Morgan Evans called for. So a couple of mistakes, as you mentioned, off the serve. On the return, a bit surprising for this veteran doubles team.
Yes, no, this could be a huge win for these two. And based on their level of play, I would not be surprised to see them on the podium.
A win here would propel them into the semis of the winner's bracket as they continue to roll. Coming off that impressive victory over Sincola and Hewitt, Gridley and Barrientos proving they can play and possibly beat anybody.
Time in. 9-5-1.
Wow.
Gridley.
That's electric.
Whew.
Pulling the trigger with that backhand, finding the midsection kind of area of Goldberg and able to handle what was a pretty good counterpunch from Goldberg. Flipping it cross court and giving them match point.
10-5-1.
Match point. And on the first serve.
Second serve.
JW able to finish that one, and they live for another point at least.
Yeah, it's amazing how the difficulty of a third ball changes when the game gets very tight. Or we get close to the finish line.
Oh, they'll take
But
that.
that's it. Wow. There you go. 11-5.
What a performance by Austin Gridley, Mario Barrientos. They take it 11-3. Goldberg and Johnson fought back to win game 2, 13-11, and one of the best games probably we'll see all weekend. And then 11-5, making a statement in game 3. Gridley and Barrientos not afraid of the moment at all as they march on to the semifinals. And we'll take a quick look at the bracket before we take a break. We're not sure who's coming through there. See if we can get an update.
Yeah, that side of the bracket looks to be a little behind this side.
Looks like you've got De Villiers and Stone. And they, we're not updated there, but it could be De Villiers and Stone.
I think they'll have to play the winner of Wilson and Seckel versus Cassidy and Kohler. That match hasn't played yet.
That looks more appropriate. Thank you, Morgan.
And then the winner will go through to the winners bracket final. Likely playing De Villiers Stone or Navratil Merchant, perhaps.
Looks like we may be getting that match coming up on our court here in Championship Court 2, but what a match we have completed. It is Austin Gridley, Mario Barrientos marching on to the semis. Well done, team. We'll be back on APP TV.
My favorite paddle is the V520. It's more of a control paddle, which is great for my game because I'm certainly known as more of a defensive player, but it's still great for hitting a hard serve and drive the ball well from the transition area and from the kitchen. Go ahead and drive it at me. I'm ready to block it into the kitchen. I can roll it or I can slice it. Either way, I feel like it's gonna go in. With the soft feel of the paddle, I can dink all day. So go ahead and try to out-dink me.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
New People Pickleball.
There we go.
Switch it out. You see both sides of the paddle rod, guys? I got you. Turn it over. AJ, you see both sides of the paddle? David, call out a 1 or 2. David says 2. It is a blank sheet of paper.
Oh, now it's my game.
Okay, AJ, call out a 3 or a 4. He says 3, and it is a 3.
Of course it's a 3, because we're all Dale Earnhardt fans.
Unconsciously.
I want to start over here, actually. Yeah.
Okay, they're going over here on this side. Receive or serve? They want to receive. So in between games, we'll wait on the commercials here and we'll get signals.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the 2021 Pro XR 35K Chicago Open, co-hosted by Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop. Again, this is the 11th tour stop of the year, with all players hoping to qualify for the APP Masters that will take place in Boca, down in South Florida, January 18th to the 23rd, 2022. Ari Shannock, Morgan Evans, back with you here on Championship Court 2. We've got our terrific producer, Spencer Laurent. And this should be an exciting match. The winner here will get Gridley and Barrientos, who upset Goldberg and Johnson.
In more ways than one.
That is very true. Rob Cassidy, A.J. Kohler against Will Wilson and David Seckel. ATP to start it out.
Yeah, it's a great play early. Saw the opportunity. I watched a little bit of Rob Cassidy and A.J. Kohler in a previous match. They started a little rough, to say the least, but they got it together and finished with the win, and they'll find themselves here. Kohler is out of Vegas. He wasn't actually due to play this tournament, but he was visiting some family.
Couldn't resist, huh?
Yeah, he got the call from Cassidy when his previous partner pulled out.
Tricky long run down, but effective from the paddle. Kohler. Rob Cassidy comes in at number 9 on the APP Onyx Endura cumulative standings list. Kohler checks in at 18th.
Yeah, I was very curious if they would employ the lob.
Ooh, get by Will, but couldn't follow it up. 0-0-1. Oh, reading that,
nice.
Wilson off of the early attempt by A.J. Kohler. He was ready for it.
Yeah, there are 3 serious veterans on the court. Will Wilson, David Seckel, they have played together since the Clinton administration, at least.
Did I just miss a good joke? My headset was off for a second.
We'll let the public decide. And Rob Cassidy, I believe he started in 2011, so 10 years in the game. That's longer than myself. A.J. Kohler, by comparison, relatively new, just a couple of years on the tour.
Kohler says, I'm sorry, got a little tape there. This Cassidy-Kohler tandem is going to be exciting to watch. Two guys that are fearless and relentless out on the court. That's going to sail along.
Rob Cassidy is known for his bravery. Very often you'll see an overhead from an opponent and him just getting down onto one knee, getting ready to try and block. And it's amazing how often he pulls it off. There he goes.
Ducking out of the way actually gave Kohler an opportunity to return that. You and Rob worked that timing out, didn't you?
Yes, it was all choreographed.
There's the left-hander finishing with authority.
Also known for having some of, if not the fastest hands in the game.
Cassidy not afraid of any wall, fence, signage.
No, he's left DNA everywhere.
No padding necessary.
Yes. He'll be the first guy to, we'll see, having to wear a helmet.
That's right.
Yeah. Working through concussion protocols.
1-0-2. Wilson. Deep slice return. Oh, no look shot just fell short from Cassidy.
0-1-1.
Seckel delivers it right into the left pocket of Kohler.
Yeah, they've both got great hand speed. Tough to attack and get the better of.
Almost got it, but great work by the tandem of Cassidy and Kohler. You were mentioning the talent as a younger player of Will Wilson.
Yeah, former national singles champion. It was before his college years.
A nice angle taken there on the backhand dink from Will. Three, 1-2. Kohler.
Yeah.
Victorious in that exchange.
He has found his mojo. Good hand speed.
Will Wilson and David Seckel, they look like they could be brothers, cousins.
Yes.
They are not related. They say they get that all the time and then poke fun at each other. Side out. Flick draws tape. How difficult is he? You're really not preparing for a tournament. AJ, visiting family across the lake in Michigan. All of a sudden, like you said, Morgan gets the call. Not much time to prepare.
No, that's true. However, there's an old expression, you never have to get ready if you're always ready. So yeah, the man stays in shape. He's obviously got good height, great strength, fantastic technique, a storied tennis career.
Oh yeah, he looks very athletic.
Yeah.
Where did he play? Tennis?
Yes. I shouldn't have said anything. I couldn't answer the follow-up question. But we've had some good chats, and he teaches tennis now in Vegas.
We'll talk about Cassidy running into signage. It was Seckel who almost took out the Vulcan pickleball sign. That is deep. Ball stays up. Nice little inside-out backhand volley delivered off the paddle of Wilson. Wilson and Seckel got here in a 3-game victory over Araya and Bond, winning that 11-7 in the third. Kohler and Cassidy also a 3-game victory. It was over Madarata and Whoa.
He does.
That is in. What a point. Look at that hustle and energy.
Wow.
And an explosive celebration from Will Wilson.
Fantastic stuff. A couple of lobs. You don't see too many lobs at the best of times, but 2 in 1 rally.
4-1-1. Quick response from Cassidy. Second serve. This is a quarterfinal match here. Men's Open doubles. The Chicago Open brought to you by Pro XR Innovation. You can handle. Tournament presented by Head. Ooh, lob efficient again.
They are having real fun with these lobs.
Is that something you coach?
Yeah,
Morgan?
as an offensive weapon, if you have a couple of players who are vertically not, all right, yeah, he's just overdoing it.
Got line. Plenty of action on that overhead delivered by Wilson. That ball was in as they check with AJ. I think it hit both lines in the corner.
Yeah, I think as long as it's used wisely and it's not, strictly defensive and played from the baseline, like that one in particular, then there's certainly a rhyme and a reason to employ the lob. It does a great job of resetting the point if it's successful.
Quick hands and a come on from Seckel. Cassidy will go track that ball down. We're at Danny Cuniff Park here in Highland Park, Illinois, 27 miles from downtown Chicago, north of the city. That is wide. Second serve.
It's another great game, though, isn't it? Jeez, it's got a little bit of everything. Ooh, it's too much. I do like the backhand slice dink technique of Will Wilson. He really gets some purchase on it. Plenty of backspin. Can create some timing challenges. And in that particular situation, AJ Kohler lost his patience with the rally.
Cassidy upset. He had a good ball. Tried to go down the line with it.
And 7-2-2.
Fortunate to earn a side out there.
Oh,
AJ set himself up perfectly.
Yeah, it was there. I'm not sure of the speed of that one. Might have been sending it long, but AJ had a leap at it anyway.
I thought so too. Great serve right on the double line. Oh, watch out. Cassidy was down in dangerous position.
Oh, my God. I cringe every time I see him do it. One of them is going to go through him.
3-7-2. Good reach there by Kohler. Anticipation.
Yeah. No, he's got that kind of wingspan. The sort of technique he uses has a JW or Ben Johns kind of look to it as well. low and wide.
Yeah, from Rob. Timeout. Seckel and Wilson. As Cassidy and Kohler begin to build some momentum.
Yeah, they were due, and I think they, on paper, would be the favorites for this match. However, we've already seen a number of upsets in the draw.
Yep, our previous match, a spectacular one. Gridley and Barrientos. You say it much better than I do, but they are waiting for the winner in the semis. The lower half of the bracket, Villiers and Stone have advanced to the semis. They are waiting for the winner of Navratil and Merchant, and Klinger and Tardio.
15 seconds, guys. You got one timeout left. You got 2 on this side.
A referee, by the way, Tom Whitson, came up from Oklahoma City. Timeout results in a side out.
So often the case, isn't it?
7-5-1.
Kohler, so effective up there with those quick hands.
Yeah, it keeps a nice low, wide base, very
Yes.
stable. Allows the upper body to really get comfortable and powerful. Ooh.
Side out after 2 quick points. Kohler and Cassidy attempt to continue their comeback here in set 1.
5-7-1.
They trail by 2. Good hustle. That's that approach speed from Cassidy.
Yeah, he gets in there. As soon as the ball leaves his paddle, that's the kind of the benefit of being as brave as he is. He doesn't mind getting up very quickly.
Tough to compete with Kohler up there.
Yeah, long lane and powerful. So they have wrestled it back to a draw, 7-7-1.
Good attack by Will. Second serve. Looking for their first lead of this match. Kohler and Cassidy.
7-7-2.
Ooh, Cassidy may have gotten away with one.
Indeed. Yeah, David Seckel would love to get that one back. A swinging volley, always a little trickier to time it well.
Ooh, just wide. AJ thought he had that angle. First time they have trailed Seckel and Wilson. Ooh, good defense initially from Seckel.
7-8-2.
DP just missing.
Yeah, he went a little too hard on that one. Higher levels of enthusiasm.
8-7-1. Good to see the sun peeking out here at Danny Cuniff Park. And make it 9. This is 4 straight for the side of Cassidy Kohler.
9-7-1.
Oh, sensational defense turned to offense.
Yeah, he.
I think that ball came through here, down by your foot, Morgan. Evans showing off his soccer skills.
Game point.
Good exchange. Second attempt at it for game one. It's over.
Oh, just pushing a little too hard. Didn't need to be perfect.
So unable to secure game one. Seckel and Wilson trailing by 3. Make it 2. Second serve. They need 2 to tie. Side out. 1 point put up on the board, but will that be enough?
I think if they can just drop the third, get up there, do the damage. Oh, that's an easy one.
Off the serve, so game one after jumping out quickly, Wilson and Seckel. It is Kohler and Cassidy with the comeback, taking it 11-8 in game one. We'll be back for set number 2 here on CC2.
New People Pickleball.
Welcome back, everybody. 2021 APP Pro XR Chicago Open, presented by Head. 720 players from across the U.S. and abroad. This is hosted by Andrea Koop and our buddy Zane Navratil. What an event and a gorgeous sight here, Danny Cunniff Park. First time that Highland Park is hosting this tournament. And hopefully a sight that will be here for years to come.
Certainly wonderful courts just laid for this event. Oh.
Does that going back to the lob?
Yeah.
What a first point, huh?
Pushing the envelope. We see a great scramble there from Will Wilson. And overplaying the lob, possibly, by AJ Kohler.
Just about an inch wide. It was Wilson and Seckel really jumping out strong in this match. They led it 7-3 in the first game, but Kohler and Cassidy came back taking game one 11-8. And what was the difference? What is the key here, Morgan, for David and Will to get back to that form early in the match?
Yeah, it looked like just a handful of relatively loose dink errors in the cross-court backhand variety. I think they allowed AJ and Rob Cassidy to find a rhythm and start to develop their game plan. AJ Kohler really came into his own with some very effective counterpunching and just possesses a little more power than his opponents. Sometimes that's a good thing. Often, unfortunately, if you don't quite time the counterpunch, then like in that occasion, they tend to float long more often. Right, well, sorry, AJ.
3-0-1, jumping out in front as they did in game one, but obviously pivotal here, down a set. We talked to AJ Kohler a bit. You mentioned his tennis prowess. AJ told us he ended up playing hockey in college at UC Boulder. So quite an athlete.
Bit of a jack of all trades. Ooh. And that's a rare miscommunication from such a veteran side. I don't think I've ever seen David Seckel and Will Wilson playing with anyone else. They generally stick together, and it usually means middle balls are well taken care of.
Second serve. We appreciate Will not wearing a hat, because it might get confusing if he had a hat on also.
Indeed. There's interesting style interesting style differences between Cassidy and Kohler. Cassidy loves to just get up there really early, almost regardless of his partner's third ball.
And well placed by Seckel.
Very well. AJ, by contrast, happy to hang out in transition, wait until he's needed, and then play an effective drop from there, find his way up.
Deflects long off of the tape. Cassidy, bit of an unorthodox grip. What's your assessment of Rob's the way he holds that paddle?
Yeah, I mean he's never not. It's kind of almost a ping pong style grip, gripping quite high up on the handle, and what it does do is it allows someone to experience a lighter feeling in the hand, and I will elaborate on that a bit more. So the paddle has a certain weight. His is approximately 8.5 ounces, I believe, something like that. But if you grip higher on the paddle, it effectively makes it less swing weight.
Choking up on the baseball bat.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it is less powerful. That's the trade-off.
That was my next question.
Yeah, the lever becomes shorter, so you can't quite create quite as much leverage and therefore energy at the top, but you do increase your hand speed. another player with great hands who has a similar style is Callan Dawson. Very similar grips as Mr. Cassidy, right-handed player. So he doesn't have the benefit of being a left-hander.
It's a ball that did elevate, hung up there for Rob to jump on. 3-4-2. Kohler went with some inside-out forehand power, but drove it into the net.
Yeah, I'm not sure that shot selection really paid off. He was on his back foot. A tough way to generate plenty of power.
Yeah, Will Wilson upset with himself, so don't miss in the net. Ooh. You hear Will say, yeah, David.
And they have taken the lead for the first time in game 2, I believe.
Oh, got the back of Wilson. Great action from Cassidy to earn the side out. Robs is right here to his partner, AJ. Ooh. First shot defense was terrific by Kohler. That one was a little too tough. Made a play on it, though.
Almost. That is a knifed. That kind of slicing backhand dink, when it's on, it can create serious problems. Unfortunately, we have seen both sides of the coin there.
Defensive lob is in. Look at quick delivery by Cassidy. Did it land?
I can't tell if it was a wow, that was amazing, or
5-2-2. It was in.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, and Cassidy is feeling it. We will update that scoreboard.
It is 2-5-1. Make it 3. Good crowd on hand here on Championship Court 2. We've had nice crowds here yesterday. Second day gender doubles Saturday.
Cassidy up there as always.
Yeah,
ready
out of the way.
Ready to take a bullet.
Kohler, nice retrieval, and earns himself a point. Within 1. We are tied, so 3 straight for Kohler and Cassidy. They hope to finish this match up a game.
Nice work. Yeah, Kohler has started to feel some mojo. He's capitalizing off a couple of loose dinks from Will Wilson. Wilson has had, I'd say, both the best and the worst dinks of the day. Whether or not they even out at the end is anyone's guess.
That is deep and wide.
Yeah, that's good partner communication there. Kohler aware that that ball was going to be sailing wide. Not so easy for the person who is up the kitchen.
Cassidy way over, left-hander.
Great play. Yeah, he's really looking to assert some dominance, capitalize on a bit of a power advantage, I'd say. Certainly a reach advantage.
So Seckel and Wilson call the TO, having dropped 6 straight points. They had led it 5-2. Need to come back here, obviously, after dropping that first game 11-8. The 2021 APP Tour has 18 tournaments throughout the U.S. There's more than $700,000 in prize money. And plenty on the line here in Chicago. Pro XR 35K available. Highland Park, Illinois.
15 seconds.
Famous actually as a movie town, as we discussed a little bit yesterday, Morgan.
Yeah, I was very impressed with some of my favorite movies being shot around here.
Yeah, favorite location for the 1980s John Hughes movies.
Oh, AJ Kohler. Come on, we're going to have a chat about that one.
Sometimes those timeouts produce that service error. Huh?
It happens, yeah.
Reflexes from Cassidy almost pulled that off, but Seckel and Wilson certainly get what they wanted from that timeout. Cassidy to that forehand volley, the swinging volley. Good look for him.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, his style is a little different from some of the other players. There's a lot of swinging involved to get the kind of power that he wants.
Nice.
Oh, very nice play there. Both Cassidy and Kohler electing to move out of the way of their backhands, playing inside-out forehands and dividing the team quickly. Oh, we're back to Lob City.
Sir, a tweener. Quick switch. That is deep. What a shot.
Very
Seckel
nice.
with the tweener. Let's take a look again.
Yeah, beautiful lob. Seckel and Wilson, not sure. Tweener came out well, but wasn't enough to save the point. Unfortunately, a ball on the court.
These guys are so good, they can play with two.
Yes, another rule change in 2022. We will be using 2 balls at once just to keep things interesting. Please don't comment about that. That is a joke.
Seckel, arms in the air in dismay.
For most of proceedings today, we've seen Seckel on the right side and Wilson on the left, but they're mixing it up. Making a change. Cassidy on the ground.
Yep, that one knee position.
And Kohler just leaving it up a little high. Enough for these two to capitalize and find the outside of Cassidy.
9-7, second serve. Will Wilson. Nice backhand flick volley Rob says, nice, AJ. Second serve. Oh, big swing and put away for Seckel. Kohler says, my bad.
Yeah, at least he's honest.
Looking for the tie.
And Cassidy staying down for that one. He likes to play at least 1 point every match from the ground. Certainly not a traditional kind of tactic, but it works for him. His game has actually really improved in the last year or so. Not easy for a veteran.
Kohler, too good. Quick reflexes. AJ just shaking his head, maybe feeling a little fortunate, but
a little bit, yeah. Just
a lot of skill too, right?
Caught the net to begin with, but needed great hand speed to clean up after the counter punch came back.
Match point. Seckel really moving that ball around.
They'll get another chance at 10-8-2.
Cassidy's paddle now for the match. What a point. Cassidy up to the task.
Wow.
Getting that paddle out front with a tough ball right into his body. And that ends it as they repeat the score of the first game, winning the second 11-8 as well. In an entertaining match and tough job. Good solid play from Cassidy and Kohler.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Seckel and Wilson afforded themselves well, no doubt about it. That's some of the best I've ever seen them play. Cassidy and Kohler had to bring out the goods and really lift their game to stay ahead. And it was fitting that it finished with a patented shot from Cassidy, incredible hand speed. We all know you attack him at your peril. So wonderful game. Cassidy and Kohler taking it 11-8 over Will Wilson and David Seckel. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome to the Windy City, home to the Pro XR Pickleball Chicago Open. This is the 11th stop on the 2021 APP Tour, presented by Head Pickleball. Get ready for a weekend filled with amazing competition and heart-stopping drama. The Chicago Open is brought to you by Onyx, Zealous, New Peepo, USA Pickleball, Jigsaw Health, Franklin Pickleball, Hoodef, Vulcan Pickleball, Hawaii Springs, C&D Pickleball Nets, LSI, Splish Naturals, Hartrue, and Home Court Advantage.
The HD Vive is the green of Ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD Vive features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Pickleball is crazy. It's an all-day event. You're getting dehydrated, you get tired, and I've kind of had issues with cramping all my life. I would be taking pickle juice, salt tablets, eating mustard packets. I've just tried to manage it, but it's been really difficult until I tried Jigsaw's Electrolyte Supreme. I would actually recommend taking Electrolyte Supreme to everybody. I haven't cramped. I'm able to go out there with confidence. It's been a godsend for sure.
Slightly favored backhand. Much hand-eye coordination.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. Till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
The PT Pro team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Ben.
Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
Is it Dan? Dan.
This is our first match. Never hit a pickleball in my life.
No, it is our first match today, no?
It is our first match. I'm not lying about that.
You look more an excuse now, or
It's a nice court.
Boys we just played.
Hey, which one? By the way, which one's the hammer?
Is Tim the hammer or is Dan?
The big one or
Dan.
the little one? The big one. All right. You were right. You were right. We were sure.
I mean, he had to be the hammer.
I mean, they, you know, there's a bunch of them, and they play each other all the time. They don't play with anybody else. You guys got to get alive. They're outside of this thing. All right, Dan, you starting? You serving? Yes. Okay, gentlemen, this is going to be live streamed, and the only time I have to pay attention to it is at the start of the match in between games. Otherwise, I don't have to watch for them during timeouts or anything like that. Okay?
Welcome back to the 2021 Pro XR 35K Chicago Open, co-hosted by Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop. This is the 11th tour stop of the year, with all players hoping to qualify for the APP Masters in Boca Raton, Florida. Those dates, January 18th to the 23rd, 2022. This year's draw has 700 players from across the U.S. and abroad. We're on Gender Doubles Day, Pro and Senior Pro. We've got some Senior Pro men's on tap for you. Our good buddy Dave Fleming, who is 5th on the APP Onyx Dura cumulative standings list. His partner Dan Granat, who comes in 6th on that list. And they face off against John Sperling, who is number 2 on the APP Onyx standings list. His partner, Paul Olin. So this will be a good one. Down to the bottom of this bracket, Fleming and Granat, an 11-8, 11-6 win over Daniel Thompson and Timothy Humes. Sperling and Olin had a bye in the first round, so this is their first match of the day. And the winner of this will move in to the semis.
Yeah, could be a quick day in the office for some of these players.
The left-hander, Dan Granat, another accomplished tennis player, played at Georgia and Arkansas, but Paul Olin making an early statement with a put away. ATP Granat was ready for it.
He was. They have to remember there's a lefty there. That middle's not going to be too available. Granat has really been playing well in recent times. But he and Fleming have a task ahead of them. Sperling and Olin, well-versed team. John Sperling, for my money, has some of, if not the quickest hands in senior pro. It's up there with Mr. Weinbach that we saw in full flight yesterday.
1-0-2. A little gift, a warm-up gift for Sperling there. First point. You like the yellow shoes for the team of Olin and Sperling.
Yeah, certainly well coordinated from the ankle down.
Nicely placed there by Olin, making that cross-court volley look easy.
Olin, an incredible singles player. One of the first to ever really defeat Scott Moore more than once. And that is no small task.
Yeah, tough enough to do it just once. Right into the gut of Granat. Dan a little upset with himself. He didn't counter.
Yeah, he was moving quite heavily as he made contact there. That makes it pretty tricky to accurately direct the ball.
Fleming drills that two-hander, but missed. Ducking back quickly was Olin.
Yeah, I do enjoy seeing his two-hander in action. I'd love to see him do more with it in the down-the-line setting. I think people are accustomed to how often he rips that cross-court, trying to give himself all the room he needs to keep it in, of course, but people can predict it.
Goes with a forehand there. Would you say that that is the less reliable side for Dave?
It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
You know, he has such late preparation. It's a very interesting style. He often is waiting for the ball to really bounce.
Well directed by Sperling. Granat was backing up